Welcome everybody to Playotic. Thank you for everyone being here. I love it. Chat is bumping before we even started. This is fucking awesome. Hello everyone.
Wait.
Oh, did you notice something, Mookie?
What?
What's up? Speak your mind.
When did you get that, Sumner?
Well, sometimes I ask for things ahead of time, and sometimes people fall through. And well, I'm just kidding. I had nothing to do with this. As you damn well know, Freddy Bat has a surprise for you, and made sure that it was ready for today. And it was funny, Freddy, because she was talking about this during the countdown. Yep. She was like, "Oh, I got some art ready. I'm really excited. I was really bummed because maybe it won't be ready for today." And I'm like, ha 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 ha. I acted like I knew nothing.
Yeah, she was like, "I've seen the line art and it's getting colored, and I'm really excited." I'm like, "Oh, we finally have art of Jackie. That's super exciting." Here it is.
Here it is, everyone.
For your viewing pleasure.
Be sure. Hold on. Look at it. Look at it.
That's cute.
I freaking love it. I love her so much. Oh, and she added earrings.
Yeah, the full art is very, 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 very cute.
Oh,
well, if I wanted to see this full art, where could I look for it, Sumner?
I don't know. Freddie, you tell us. That's not my art to share. I don't want to,
collection place. Oh, somewhere you could go.
Oh my gosh.
Where you could see
like a community place of some sort.
Yeah, and
if
then
you're willing to share, Freddie, we'd love to see it.
They do.
Yeah. Maybe like someplace with like a special section just for art. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Oh, you know what? It would also be awesome if like that place also had a place where you could show like the great memes that are made. Because I know I mean...
The big mystery here is what is Dylan talking about? And of course, he's talking about the Playotic Discord.
Yes.
Don't worry.
What? There's a Playotic Discord?
Now, we had an old Moriarty on our hands with these riddles. So...
She's sideways, but she looks amazing.
She's sideways, but she looks amazing.
I love her.
Let me see. Do I Photoshop up still? No, I don't. My RAM would not thank me. Anyway, yeah, she's beautiful. I love the axe shape, honestly.
I know.
That was one of the first things I noticed too, was the axe.
So I thought it was like an evening star at first, like a mall. But then I realized, oh, that's her axe. Like that's really cool. Mm-hmm. And I love the earrings. I'm a sucker for like a rabbit person with like a bunch of earrings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of ear space. There's a lot of real estate for earrings.
Yeah. Oh, they're all in bunch of nerds in Discord. Y'all are a bunch of nerds. I love that.
We were in there for a long time. And I could go in there right now and yell at her for lying to me that it's not done. But
how dare you?
Surprise!
What? I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. She says.
Wait, there's a boomerang holster. Hold on. Oh, that is what that is.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, I don't know why I thought that was just like a sword sheath, because you have an axe. There's no sword.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that. I don't know why I thought it was like the bottom side of a sword sheath upwards, but it's definitely.
That's what I thought too. I thought it was like a behind the back like dagger type thing sticking out.
That on the side, that's her boomerang.
That's the boomerang.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
With the metal tips that Artorias put on it.
Yeah.
And she's got Willow up there on her hair.
Mm-hmm. I noticed Willow
right here.
I noticed Willow first thing in the portrait art.
I think I might want to get my own personal art now. Seeing that, I'm a little bit jealous now. Mine is just literally pulled off of I think I pulled it off of Pinterest actually.
Pinterest is a great place. I get
source.
So many character arts from that.
It's really beautiful. Yeah, you did a killer job, Freddie. And apparently, Freddie her goal is to take commissions. Never before. And I think that might have to change very soon.
You're saying that Nelly, who just said she wanted to get some character art, could commission Freddie to get some character art.
Possibly.
That sounds like that's a
match made in heaven.
Happily ever after. Finish. Put a period at the end of that sentence, close the book. That's a done story.
There you go. Yep. Awesome. Hey, Freddie, go ahead and DM me your rate sheet.
Your rate sheet, which means you got to make a rate sheet.
That's right. Oh, you don't have to that's the scene there was one.
What Mookie? I just called you Jackie. You're Jackie to me more than Mookie at this point. What'd you say,
I said,
Jackie?
that's my partner.
That's my partner.
I don't know you. What?
That is my partner. I know you. New art, check, bump and chat, wholesome content, beautiful peeps. This is peak Playotic. Holy shit. Thank you so much for that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I think we deserved an air horn and some of these sound effects.
Yay!
Beep, 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 beep.
All right.
God, everything.
Yeah, why not? I have like 5 sound effects I play. Why
Where's
not
the
play all
confetti,
of them?
Sumner?
He played it.
I didn't.
Maybe you should check
Hey.
before you wreck. Okay?
I did not see confetti. Okay.
Yeah.
The
I
stream.
literally have the stream pulled up so I can see the shit that he does.
Yeah, no, I just saw the confetti go off, so it's there. It is.
Yeah. God, I don't know if you noticed, but my light is off and it's bugging the shit out of me. So I'm gonna be DMing from the shadows. So
We can see you just fine.
I disagree, but that's fine. All right, so starting off the recap, 0077. Obviously, you've joined us for this campaign. Do you have any announcements for you or your personal stream?
I'll be streaming tomorrow, but I don't know what I'm streaming. But
Hell
cooking
yeah!
stream?
So many mysteries.
oh no! I just moved here. My kitchen's not. I still have like stuff on the counter, so there's no way I'm gonna stream that yet. But
I
I'll
always
have a
like
cooking
watching
stream
your cooking
eventually.
streams.
Yeah, I'll have one. I'll have one sooner or later. Absolutely. Yeah, but no announcements. But I will be on a road trip, celebrating my kid's birthday, so I will be out next week. But I certainly will be tuning in if I can, and we'll be in chat for sure.
Hell yeah. That
Heck
sounds
yeah.
super exciting. All right. Anyone else? What we got going on? Any news? Any drama for your mama? No?
Yeah, but you know, nothing that's worth sharing. Is just
Gotcha.
I stream Wednesdays and Fridays on my channel,
See,
but that's about
Mondays and
it.
Fridays. Oh, shit.
Wednesdays, Fridays.
And that's Mookie Monster, everyone. All right. Well, let's hop right back into the game then from where we picked off last time. So, last we saw our adventurers. They had... Sorry, I don't know why that came out. They had stumbled upon a burrow beneath a watermill containing a group of Yuan-Ti refugees hiding in their own land. The Hargoth Empire has been able to counter every attack the natives coordinate regardless of their approach. Underground burrows have been drowned out and Yuan-Ti numbers are dwindling. There in the burrow is a halfling rogue named Ju Ming, delivering much-needed medical supplies stolen from a nearby Hargoth camp. With her help, the group was able to bury 2 sentries that had stumbled upon the mill. The refugees and their hideouts are safe, for now. The Yuan-Ti rebellion's spark was almost snuffed out before our heroes fanned their flame. When fighting the last sentry, the giant lizards they met earlier viciously ended the fight, making the Yuan-Ti realize that even if they won't fight back anymore, the forest will. And perhaps if they all work together, their home might be soon theirs once more. After salvaging the sentry's stakeout camp, Jackie found a small, unmarked silver key, and Ju Ming found a Dungeoneer's pack. Sepharis is disturbed by the recent discovery that the secret weapon Nil plans to unleash is a giant creature named Titana that would destroy part of the continent but spare the Yuan-Ti. Zatsu assured Nil that her efforts would be in vain, however, as the creature she seeks is nothing more than a fairy tale. The location is fabled to be deep beneath the Capitol building, which is where they had been attempting to reach for years, unsuccessfully. And that would be a suicide mission. Now, Juming, Sepharis, and Jackie, you find yourselves back underneath the watermill in a compacted dirt burrow filled with some remaining Yuan-Ti survivors, now named the Sisterhood.
the Sisterhood of the Traveling
Rebellion. The Traveling Rebellion? Or is
No,
that
just
the
the
joke?
traveling.
The Traveling.
Yeah, it's
Traveling.
the Sisterhood of the Traveling.
Gotcha. Understood. The wounded are laying down their weapons back into the wooden crates that fill this burrow and slowly laying back down onto their cots. The nurses begin to clean the dried blood from around each of their eye patches to continue administering aid. Satsu, the younger Yuan-Ti in red robes, approaches the 3 of you. We greatly appreciate your help and protection. You're welcome to stay the night here. There are rations here and magical components you may replenish. in case you spent any to protect us earlier.
Thank you.
I will certainly take you up on that offer.
It is the least we can do. Now I must stress to you, Nil, facing to Ash's character Nil, UNT, do not chase a fairy tale. I worry it will get you killed. Every UNT life is precious, and I do not wish to find your body at the front door when we finally breach it. Nil kind of disregards it and not even sure if she heard him as she goes to the corner where Ju-Ming originally was in her room.
You just hear her go, shows what you know, it's real, I know it.
Yeah, you do a better Ash impression than I can even attempt. So, Now I fear you may not be able to stay tomorrow, though, as we need to continue moving. There are others out there that may need our help.
We only stopped by for a place to rest for the night anyway, as we also need to continue on. Right, Nil? I'm not sure where we're going, but it's a little bit further. Yeah, it's a little bit farther. Just a little bit. It's like, I don't know, maybe a couple more slithers to the east.
Just a few more, past some trees over there.
1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100, something like that.
Flashback to the cabin where Mal is, and he's having tea.
Mal's not in a tavern.
Mal's at the house with the older couple. Yes, he is.
Oh, he's at the house. He said, tavern. I was like, we didn't leave him tavern. We took him. And he stayed in the wagon.
And he woke up in the house. We had a flashback where for a 2-second flashback where he woke up like in the bed like, what the hell? And then we flash back.
That's
and
right.
Now he's at the breakfast table. Yeah, 2 lumps is fine. And then 2 lumps of sugar go into his tea. And then it cuts back to you guys.
I love it so much.
He's living his best life.
He wanted to see the world.
He's not trying to find you guys.
he's like, no hags, this is life.
This is incredible.
It's like, I fucking love it.
I'm just observing what my new comrades are doing, I guess. They intrigue me, but at the same time, I also feel that they're very dangerous. I agree with Zatsu 100% and want to keep a close eye on them.
Well, so Ferris is going to sit down and kind of find the spot for resting for the night, and I guess kind of start to turn in. I mean, I imagine we're in a big like underground cavern. Everyone's kind of sleeping in cots along edges in places, so it's like can't really just plop down and go to sleep if other people are getting triage and groaning in pain or whatever. But
right, yeah, it's pretty much, it's kind of a bleak setting right now. In the room, you see the rest of the UNT either going to their cots to sleep or to their medical cot to be aided by some exhausted nurses by this point. And Zatsu, when he turned his back, he went to a crate in the back of the burrow, or a crate that's been fashioned into a table, where a short UNT wearing leather armor waits for him, and you see them beginning to mutter to themselves. And then there's the room where Ju-Ming, it's more of a tunnel that's been kind of fashioned into a room with more crates from the medical supplies that she stole, fashioned into a door, or a doorway. Demi-wall.
Demi-lich where?
Do we wish to end for the night?
I assume we're staying for the night. Jackie is essentially healed, but she's over there, I guess, in a chair cot wherever she can sit, and with her little bandaged finger, and Willow's there like rubbing it like, I'm sorry that happened.
Because you were bit by that little tiny flying snake, and you're like, Yep. And you took a little bit of damage. So we'll go ahead and take a long rest. Make sure that you are at full HP and full spell slots for everything. You get a short night, well rested, but you rise with the sun as the floorboards begin to light the area, and candles are beginning to get snuffed out by the occupants of this burrow. the smell and vibe is identical. No one's making food. It's not what you'd imagine, as the setting is near identical. You see that the Zatsu and other Yuan-Ti are still at the table, as if they've been up all night. And you see that the nurses are no longer treating. They are still asleep.
Okay. I'm gonna get up and but I mean I'm just still sitting at the cot and just gonna kind of like listen into the surroundings. Like,
Okay.
are the people at the table still talking, or they're just...
Yeah, your passive perception tells you that they're still talking. And they seem extremely interested into their conversation. And their backs are kind of turned away from the burrow, as if they're just talking to themselves.
Okay, but I can't make out what they're saying?
Roll perception for me to eavesdrop.
Alright. I don't...
Dropping them eaves.
What is your passive perception anyway?
I got a 10.
You got a 10? What's your passive perception? It's 10 plus your modifier for perception.
Oh yeah, I have a +4, but I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. Okay.
Yeah.
You technically can't roll lower than your passive, so you always have 14.
Okay.
14. You're able to pick out a couple words. It's mostly just whispered mutters, acting very quickly, and plus the Yuan-Ti accent when they're speaking with each other, it's pretty thick. You have a hard time picking out anything other than hearing generic words like prisoners and stream.
Alright. Alright, well, I'm just gonna start getting ready.
Okay.
Ready for the day.
It's Ferris and Jackie.
Yes, Ferris is also getting up and getting her stuff together to leave. Not wanting to cause any distractions or take any other more resources or time from these people. Just kind of trying to be self-sufficient about it.
Yeah, same.
Ideally, so Ferris, if she can, she'll get up and go and maybe nod to Zazu.
Zatsu.
I'm terrible with names.
Zazu's appropriate.
I'll give him a nod, we're heading out and good luck to you, but I don't want to burden these people any further than we already have.
Zatsu sees your head nod and says, "Oh, wait a minute, hold on. May I ask where you're going?"
I turn to Nell. Oh, yeah, we're just going, generic, just pointing in a direction.
Huh. Well, if you see and you wanna just tell them any Yuan-Ti
Yeah.
we're here.
We'll send him your way.
Thank you. And you hear some angry muttering from behind him. Juming, you hear him say, "Ask him." I don't want to ask for another favor, but I fear I must, as you may be the only capable souls that we may see for some time. My friend here, and he gestures to the leather-clad Yuan-Ti in the back of the room, which you do not recognize from the previous day. He had recently escaped a camp upstream, and he plans on going by himself to free the rest of the prisoners. There were several captives from our last barrage, and I fear they may still be there. He plans on going by himself, and I fear him losing his life, and I was wondering if you could possibly accompany him, either talk him out of it or help him.
This totally perks my ears. I kind of butt in, and I ask, "What's the bounty on this?"
A bounty? Such as a reward.
Yes, of course. You know how I operate.
Sutlia. And he summons the leather-clad Yuan-Ti, comes over. He walks coolly over and he seems to be hiding a little bit of a limp in his right leg. What is it? You're talking of a bounty, a reward. Yeah. A reward. Yeah. I can get you gold. Is that what you want?
That's the language I speak, yes.
There's gold in the camp. You can have all of it. I care not for any of it. I want the lives of my brothers and sisters. Out.
How many brothers and sisters are in the
Dozens.
camp?
I thought you said there were dozens. At least 20. Assuming that there are still alive. You don't have to go with me. I can do it by myself. He's just asking. I know a snake without a trail when I see one.
I don't believe you.
Roll insight. Are you actually not believing him?
I mean, I'll roll insight, but I was more role playing.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. I don't
believe you.
You see his tongue kind of move in suspicion. Just kind of like a... And he kind of looks at you inquisitively, but doesn't say anything.
You want to
How
go
big is-
rescue 20 or so of your companions, your brothers and sisters, and you don't need our help. You can do it alone with that limp. Why didn't you do so when you first escaped?
I barely escaped with my life.
Why is this time going to be any different?
I have a plan, he says, kind of shaky voiced. I forgot to mention, he has an eye patch on his left eye.
Okay.
I'm like trying to like emote with my face, and I'm like...
So
How
you're
did you
missing-
escape?
I was in a building. There's no windows. For days they were torturing me. Pulling at me, prodding at me. I suppose one of them sympathized with us. What they were doing to us. And he dropped his key near my foot. I was able to slide it towards me and escape. It felt... I don't know. You begin to see him trail off.
I want to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay, and you get surface level thoughts. Okay. Is that a
He
wisdom?
has to make a wisdom saving throw. I want to delve into his mind.
Okay. Can you tell that you're doing that?
I'm reading it now to see what it says about that.
Okay.
So I automatically learn the surface level thoughts. If I delve deeper, it's a wisdom save. I gain insight into reasoning, emotional state, something that looms large in their mind. If it succeeds, spell ends either way. Target knows that you're probing into its mind. Unless I shift my attention to another creature's thoughts.
Okay.
Oh, that's just it can attempt to
Gotcha.
cancel the spell entirely if it succeeds the wisdom save. Okay.
Okay. You look into his one eye that's yellow and green in color, and all of a sudden the pupil in between seems to resemble the blackness around you as you delve into his mind. And if I die from this, I'll be where I deserve to be for not being able to save them. You just see him looking at you with intent, breathing heavily.
Let me ask you a question. What if you were in a cage and someone else got free? Would you want them to die to try and set you free? Would you want their death?
If I was stuck in a cage and saw a brother leave, and then I was left there to be tortured for days, it wouldn't dawn upon me that maybe they could have come back!
No. You're right, it wouldn't dawn on you. You would be grateful that one of you didn't have to suffer through that anymore. All I'm saying is you don't need to throw your life away. Dying does no one any good.
Zatsu looks at you with approval. That is what I've been telling you, brother. Please calm yourself before you lead yourself to an untimely grave. So the compromise was to ask you.
No, the compromise is to plan and actually have a strategy rather than just go in there by yourself with a limp to get yourself killed and not help anyone. But what concerns me more is this guard that dropped the key just felt sorry for you and decided to let you go. Did you know about this place?
Not before I was there. I only knew it being built. It's hard to keep track of all the places that get built upon. What was once home is no longer a place I recognize.
I want to ask about what kind of defenses are we looking at here?
Before he's able to speak, Zatsu takes the control. Well, it's about 5 kilometers north upstream. And he kind of gestures everyone to follow him to the table in the back. And it's large and circular that overtakes the river itself. The river flows underneath it and through it. Now we've thought about approaching it underwater, but there are metal grates that filter unwanted visitors underneath the water. Do you still have that satchel? A satchel with a component? Yes, of course. He smiles and he leaves and comes back and drops a heavy burlap sack right in front of Sephiroth, Jackie, and Ju. I suppose if anything is in there that you could use, or spark any ideas, be my guest. All I ask is that you return what you don't use.
Okay. I just, without prompting, I just open up and lay it out on the table. Nicely neat.
Ju, you uncover a scroll of disguise self, a scroll of knock, a scroll of suggestion, a scroll of silence, and a scroll of fog cloud. These are some tools that we have that we've managed to get pretty far with, but unfortunately led to the demise that we find ourselves cleaning up.
It's all displayed on the table that everybody can see it.
And we have some components if you wish to make what you can. Some of the nurses are alchemically inclined.
I look to Nil. What?
You're good at role-playing her.
You're the one you bought and paid for us. Do you want to help this man or not? I don't know. You don't know if you want to help him or not? I mean, we should, but like, it's also, she leans into Sephiroth. There's also that like secret weapon we gotta get. Yes, I remember you lying to me about that. Do you want to help this man or not? Fine, geez, we'll help him. Rude.
God, that is eerily accurate.
I feel like there would also be a thrown in there like, well, he's got an eye patch. He's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Not scary. He's got an eye patch. It's pretty cool. I kind of want it. How'd you get that eye patch?
This whole thing?
Yeah.
He rips it off angrily, and you see the inside of his skull, and you see it begins to bleed.
Ugh, I didn't ask why you need it. I asked how you got it. Put that back on.
And he throws it back on and begins to tie it underneath his hair.
Jackie's gonna go up to him. So
cool.
we can tell that this is like fresh, right?
Yeah, you can tell it looks fresh. And the reason he showed you that is to show you how fresh it is with you knowing where he came from.
Jackie's gonna go up to him and like kind of raise a hand and be like gently and ask like, do you mind? Like suggesting that she could help with it.
He seems very resistant. His body language says no, but roll persuasion.
My mind's telling me no.
My body is
But
telling
my
me
body.
yes. Telling me
Yeah,
also no. 12? Sure. And he kind of quietly, only so you can hear, sure. And he kind of, he drops down to one knee. And he kind of looks away from you, averting eye contact.
She is going to. She just got back, but she likes helping people, so she's going to use all 15 points or whatever it takes to lay on hands and heal his eye.
Wow, okay. I don't think it can regrow back an eye, but it will heal
but-
the wound.
Yeah.
And it kind of fleshes over as well. Like, failing, no need for an eye patch. I suppose that will do. And you see, the second you see a glimmer of a tear dropping from his other eye, he wipes it and gets up. Thank you.
Of course.
So are we killing them or not?
All right, I gotta have to reveal this. Let's can you repeat the scrolls again? Because I got this guy's self.
Yeah. So you have a scroll of disguise self, a scroll of knock, suggestion, silence, and fog cloud.
Okay.
I will put them in chat, actually.
You want to? I look at the others, and just kind of just use a wave of my hand and just kind of like inviting them, like, you're welcome to pick. You guys are welcome to pick some too.
And we have alchemical needs, in case you wish. I couldn't help it over here. None of you wish to... Any potion makers, herbalists, any kind? I don't know what to expect with you. You're still new, forgive me.
I'm not well versed in any alchemical ploys, but if we are going to do this, right, Nil? Yeah, sure. Like, just stop looking at me like that. Good. Okay. If we're going to do this, I think silence and fog cloud might be very useful. I'm not sure about any alchemical reagents, but I'm not sure what you can create.
Well, I'm not chemical myself. Ezzy. And the same lady comes over. Did you ask about components and what we can make? What we can make, yes. Sorry. Of course. She seems a bit empty-headed. Now, I'm not positive, but I believe with the right hands, we can create something like a potion of water breathing, or perhaps maybe even invisibility with the right hands. And maybe with one more ingredient. No, just those two probably. And then healing potions. Of course. Sparingly, of course. Is that all? And Zutliel says, yes, please go. And she scurries off, but she looks at you guys like, I'm here if you need me.
I'm kind of curious about that one that she was like, if we had the one ingredient, but didn't say.
Do you wish to approach her?
Yeah, Jackie will go over, approach her, and ask her, about, and try to lend a hand where she can to make, like, health potions and stuff, even though she's not that good.
Okay.
But she goes up away from everybody. She's like, I'll be over here, and asks her, like, please, just out of curiosity, what was the last potion that you mentioned?
The last healing potions. I mean, we have many of them. We can make them in bulk. Actually.
The one that you said needed the special ingredient.
Oh, did I say that? It's not anything. I fear it may be an unwise use of ingredients. To be honest, it's more of a curious.
Well, we do not have to actually make it. I am just curious as to what it might be.
Well, I was thinking if you're going to infiltrate a camp, perhaps if everyone is on the ground and water isn't an option, perhaps air. Flying over would be simple, no? I'm missing one, maybe two ingredients, but we have almost enough for one potion of flying.
What ingredient do you need?
We're missing. It's like a thistle. It's purple in color, green towards the base, purple towards the top, almost like wheat.
Blue flower, red thorns.
Blue flower, red thorns. Blue flowers, red thorns. Same concept. It's something called like thistlewort. But I know I could do it though.
Is there anything that... Oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, give me just a moment. Let me converse with my comrades, and
Yes.
maybe we can get this for you if you know of where we might be able to get it quickly.
Maybe. Check some alchemical records. Reconvene here. And she kind of scurries to one of the crates and begins like furiously looking for shit, but everything is in the same like style boxes. She's like, which box is it? So
Yeah,
yes.
Jackie will go back over and mention the flying potion to everybody else and be like, what do you think? Would this
How many
work?
did she say she could make?
She didn't, but it's just one.
So,
As of right now, just the one.
and what ingredient did she say she was missing?
She said thistlewort.
Is it something that my character knows anything about?
Roll nature.
Nature, alright. I rolled a 10.
Roll a 10. You're not positive. You know a lot of thistles and you know a lot of warts, but you can't really put your thumb on a thistlewort.
Got it.
I'm not sure how much
I'm
good
not-
one
yeah.
potion would do us, unfortunately.
I'm not familiar with this thistlewort. However, I have no objections of trying to find one if it's not too difficult.
It's
Um,
early morning right now. It's like 6 a.m.
I'm gonna kind of lean over to Jackie and not like I'm gonna take Jackie aside. Jackie, I would like to get back home. And this potion of flying, while it would be useful if it was here, is only one potion, and there are 4 of us, 5 of us, plus 20 some odd at the camp. I don't think one potion is going to be too helpful. Going out of our way to find one ingredient, a side quest for a side quest, if you might say.
You are right, Severus. I just wanted to run it by you.
It's a fair suggestion, and if more could be made, that would be the best strategy. But
Perhaps if it's, right around the corner, we can have it made just in case. But if not, I completely understand.
fair enough. Well, you and Willow, I kind of give like a little scritch to Willow in your hair. You and Willow are much more knowledgeable about nature. Perhaps you could find it. I'll help Nild get us ready for the journey to help. Sorry, out of character. Remind me the guy with the eye patch's name.
Sutliel.
Sutliel. on our expedition to help Sutliel free his companions.
I will go reconvene with the nurse. She said she was the nurse, right? The one making the potion, she said she was also the nurse.
Yes, Ezzy.
I will reconvene with the nurse and explain and see what information they may have, and
Where is it?
She's like opened a box, not in there, put it down, gone to another box, and then come to that same box and opened it. Shit, I already checked this one.
And then she goes back to that one.
Label it. She needs
There
a
it is.
labeler.
Is there right in the? If it was a snake, it would have bit her. Sorry, that's a southern phrase. But yeah.
like Jackie.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like
You
Jackie.
may. The no more poison for her in this game, right? Right?
At least as a paladin, you are immune to disease.
True. Right, Sumner? Right. Anyway,
Just a little sus.
Yeah, you'll be fine, Jackie.
I'm sorry. Anyways.
It's a lot of poison.
Anyways.
But you don't have to worry about getting like rabies from leeches or anything like that. Just snakes poisoning you, like has happened a lot already.
What were you saying, Nelly?
No,
I think I interrupted you.
Yeah. No. I said you couldn't guarantee that there'd be no poison.
Oh, yeah, I can't guarantee
Yeah,
anything.
I'm in snake territory. Anyways,
You are.
Jackie's she would say, I will be over here with the nurse. You may come and retrieve me when we are ready to depart.
Okay. Jackie, well, actually, you went back to see if she knows anything about Thistlewort? Or
Pretty
did you all
much,
decide it was not worth it?
We're going to see how easy it is to get the Thistlewort, and if
Okay.
it's going to be difficult, we're going to scrap it.
Okay, that's totally fine. Cool. Because everything I ever throw at you is always optional as an FYI, and that goes for any DM as it should. But just as an FYI,
Yeah.
I didn't write everything based on this, and you're fine.
Yeah, I didn't figure,
It's
so.
purely an optimization if you have a plan and it would work best kind of thing. Cool. So Jackie goes back to Ezzy, who seems to have found something, and she's sifting through. Jackie, you get closer, you see it's a map, and it's kind of wet for some reason. Thistlewort typically grows around coastal regions or freshwater regions like rivers, which is convenient because we're right next to a river. I suspect it would be somewhere along the stream. I haven't seen it myself. I know it grows near red clay, so perhaps south, but perhaps north. I don't know. This is why I didn't mention it to begin with, because I don't have it.
That is absolutely fair. You would only be able to make the one potion, and there's no alternatives to use as ingredients, is there?
Well, if you find me 2 Thistleworts, I might be able to make 2, but not 3. I would need far more ingredients for that.
Okay. I suppose all we will need for right now is the healing potions.
Okay, I suppose 3. There are 3 of you going, or is Nil going with you? And Nil is being talked to by Zatsu in the corner. I suppose not.
No, like, look, don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. You're not my real dad. You're not my real dad, right?
You hear him groaning.
All right, Dad, fine, jeez.
Sure. And she begins to furiously mix and boil as she prepares 3 greater healing potions for each of you. Or 1 for each of you, 3 total.
Cool.
Okay.
Much appreciated.
Of course.
I'm going to give her a gold piece for each potion.
Okay. She
that's
takes it
nice.
gleefully. And she takes the gold, but she looks at it closely. I fear this gold means more to us now than ever. And she puts it into her pocket.
Okay. Talking about taking, I will take the 2 scrolls, Disguise Self and Knock.
Disguise self and knock. Okay.
Yeah.
You now have those 2 scrolls.
Yeah.
Sepharis, you took Fog Cloud and Silence. Jackie, you are left, if you wish to take it, Scroll of Suggestion. Which I'm surprised y'all didn't take, actually. But yeah, Scroll of Suggestion. So you can cast Suggestion at will. It does not use a spell slot. It just uses the scroll.
I will take it.
Okay. Okay, and you guys have a greater invisibility potion. I mean, greater healing potions each. Anything else before you guys depart? Or be in the planning stages, of course.
Yeah, we're going to go to the planning stages.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Fine. So I was thinking I can approach the front gate and just hit on the gates, and they'll come out to me, and maybe you can scale the wall from the back.
All right. I'm happy that you are so passionate about this. Suliel, was it?
Yeah, Suliel.
All right, so you said that this is 5 kilometers north, right?
Yes, roughly.
And then
Huge encampment.
Is it the same river that this mill is on? Or is it a different river?
The very same.
Then I would suggest that we approach just simply following along the water bank, and while we're moving up, we look out for the thistle words. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Yes, I also think following along the river is a good plan. Perhaps we could use, if it truly spans the entire river, as you say, we could use it to slip under the walls. Not throw our lives away at the gates. I give him like the stink eye.
You think I haven't thought of that? There are metal grates underneath the water that prevent you from doing that. How do you anticipate getting past them? Maybe 2 inches apart. Can you fit through that?
So you get the help of 3 people whom you do not know what they can do. And your first thought is to charge the gates.
While you sneak in through the back, I'm all ears.
All right, one moment here, please.
Please forgive him.
All is forgiven. Severus, Sudlia, perhaps instead of just throwing what we could do out into the open, perhaps we need to get a better understanding of what you know is around the area.
Right.
You need to tell us what you have seen.
Okay.
Like the grades, we did not know. So,
Fine.
what potential areas are there for us to possibly go through?
Okay.
And what can we not go through?
Understood. See, I like the way she explains things. They make me feel welcomed. Okay. So.
Thank you.
You begin to realize this is his only tone. I'm just joking with you.
Is there any chance that we could can we just hide under broad daylight? Do they have trade there? Any type of supply runs that we can do, or pose as guards, or pose as prisoners?
You could do all of that. I don't know how you would look like a guard exactly, but you could. You have to talk the talk, though. You can't just walk it. Something like that. But yeah, this entire encampment is massive and circular with one corner, with one tower on each corner. I know it's circular. Circles don't have corners.
Although circular,
circle.
it could have one corner. It could have like a point to it.
There's 60 corners.
Within the circle, there's a square perimeter. They take shifts. They're day-dwelling creatures, but they know we're night. They always watch. No forest nearby. They cleared it out to stumps.
You may not quite like this idea, and you are more than welcome to decline it, but you have seen the inside.
Yes.
What if we could pose as not necessarily guards, but good Samaritans for them, and say that we have found one of your kind that has escaped?
Huh. With the settlements coming big, that could work.
I was thinking the same idea, but not as good Samaritans, but more like bounty hunters, because that's how my mind works.
I'm sure there are bounties out by now.
Yeah.
I am open to it if you are.
Perhaps not necessarily bounty hunters, because we would maybe for a bounty they would want us to just drop you off and then pay us and leave. We could say that we are potential buyers. We would bring you in, say perhaps we want to exchange you, and hear that there are others that they have. It would end up leading us straight to the others, your brothers and sisters, as you say.
Right. That could work. And if we're able to release them, they can fight on their own. They don't have any weapons, but they're warriors.
Is there perhaps any way we can bring weapons to them?
I can give them what I have on me. A dagger, perhaps?
Does anyone have any spare weapons that we could perhaps hide?
You turn around and you ask that through the crates of weapons. But they're too tall for you to see in them. But everyone's looking down at you, surrounded in short swords and like shields and daggers.
So, how many guards do you think there are at this facility?
Hard to say. There's always one on every corner, watching. There have to be 10, maybe.
You said that they have shifts. Do you happen to know when the shift changes are?
I never saw shift change. I was always in the room. Sorry.
There are 10 guards in this entire facility.
3 buildings. One on the east side of the river. 2 on the west. The one by itself is the barracks, where they stay. The other 2, one they just called storage. And the other building is where they kept me. And they did this. And he points to the eye that Jackie healed.
If there truly are only 10 guards and 20 of your brothers and sisters, I looked to Jackie. I think that a frontal assault is not a frontal assault, but a direct confrontation, which I was not keen on to start, might not be the suicide mission I thought it was.
But 10 is only what he knows. It sounds like a building that's a lot more of import, that they would have more than that.
Well, that was my first thought.
Yeah.
I thought there would be dozens of guards, but
the river flows through it. Maybe. And he begins thinking kind of creatively like you guys are. What if we blocked one entrance where the water can't flow through and it floods it? No. Maybe. I don't know how to do. Maybe we can build a bigger fort around it and they would be our prisoners. No.
I enjoy your enthusiasm here.
Our goal is to get them out, yes?
Yes.
Oh.
Above all.
Yeah, how about, can we do like a diversion? Is there perhaps anything nearby that we can create a diversion?
We've
What is
never tried
the-
that.
Maybe
What
like
does the fog scroll do exactly? Just makes a.
It creates a 20-foot radius.
It's big. It's a
It's a
big fog cloud,
big-
and
yeah,
it obscures
like-
all vision.
Mm-hmm.
What if we used the fog cloud scroll? Once we were able to make our way inside, we say we have one here that we are returning, but wish to peruse the other UNT that are there. We make our way to them. As soon as the doors are open, we use the scroll, and that allows everyone to attack the guards, and we can escape.
I think I like where you're headed with that thought process, but if this is a military prison, they're not going to be selling their UNT. If they, and I gesture to Sultil,
So
they're
yeah.
damaging them like this, then they're not looking to sell them. They're looking to.
He did say he was the only one that was in a building by himself. He said the others were together.
so yeah, were they torturing you for information?
Yeah. They were asking questions as to where the burrows were. They're trying to find out where everyone is. And honestly, I don't know. I
want an
can't
insight
tell you
check
if
him.
I would have told them or not.
On an insight check, does he actually not know where the burrows are?
Roll insight.
That's a natural 20 with
Natural
a plus 5, baby. 25.
The DC
Damn.
was 20. You can tell that he is lying. But you also, to his credit, you seem to think that he has convinced himself that he is telling the truth at the same time to get through the torture.
I did
So,
not
like, he
reveal
knew-
this, but
So, like, he knew at one point, but because of the torture, he's, like, forgotten.
Yeah,
Kinda.
it's kind of like a trauma response, but it's like triggered by extreme loyalty. Like I convinced myself that I don't know.
Well, my thoughts and ideas have been put upon the table.
I think
Just
your idea of using the fog cloud when we get to the prison is a good idea, but I think we should use it to escape rather than initiate the escape. Use it as a way out.
Essentially, that is what I was going for. I did not necessarily mean that we attack immediately, but obviously being under, being within the fog and them not being able to see, if we happen to be attacked, then we would have the advantage.
Yes. I'm still against the idea of fighting in the prison, although it's not the suicide I thought it was, as 20 some odd strong snakes are better suited in an organized rebellion than thrashing about in a prison.
Now we're seeing eye to eye.
are there like around this base, are there like a forest, woods, anything that we can possibly use?
Cleared the trees for a few mile radius around it so they can't be
Okay.
snuck up
About
on.
50 feet, actually.
Yes, that's what I said. Not a few miles. I totally didn't say a few miles. 1000% didn't say that.
If the miles
kind of
were
fool would
really
think that?
small,
Yeah.
thousands of them.
We might be able to scout it out a little bit beforehand. From the 50 feet, we would be able to see at least, how the
Yeah.
perimeter is.
You know that there are watchtowers watching out for people, but you could do that. And I think that's going to bring us to our break, everyone, as we see how this plan unfolds.
All right.
Okay.
We'll be right back, guys. Thank you so much for waiting.
Right.
You didn't do anything to me. What do you think you did?
The last string pops. She seems to take another breath. Not not an actual breath of air, but her body swells as if she has taken another breath. I was the one who killed your family. And with that, the magic fades from her eyes, and she seems to exhale for the last time.
How the raft sustained life with 7 people. That's a communication was probably my number one. What would y'all say?
And your number 2?
I think communication. Establishing a poop corner.
That's
I need
important.
water.
That's a good one.
Which really goes with the communication bit.
Yeah.
Dealing with that.
Where do you poop? I
Where
poop
do
in that
you poop?
corner.
Wait,
oh,
that's-
I've been pooping in that corner. Well, that's your first mistake.
We're down to 2 corners, guys. We need to communicate. Like we're back
Everybody
to
hop
rule
off!
1.
It looks like one of those old-timey, like, Las Vegas Strip signs with, like, the flashing bulbs going around in circles.
It's Vegas! And I just start running.
And you see as Greg sprints off into the darkness, he immediately, or not immediately, but he runs by you again. And again. And again.
Why is it getting any closer?
Your timing is all but peculiar.
Yeah.
There are others.
They're really helpful.
He looks to Nil.
Yeah.
There are others. We are far from extinct. They are hiding, but we do not know where. Finding them would be dangerous. But if you do, send them here. Did you say the Flankles?
Yes.
He looks
I
at you
wish
for
Dylan was better at thinking of names on the spot.
he looks at you for a long time. Roll deception.
Cool, 28.
The Flankles, huh? I love the Flankles! Alright, no problem. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm actually seeing them next week. My brother
Oh.
has 7 wards, and I'm really excited to have all of us together.
Well, I'm sad I will not be there for your visit.
Well, tell him Jimmy sent you.
You tell him. All right, I'll tell my family that Jimmy sent me to the estate where no one is yet because I need to set it up. Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
All the threatening, it just wastes everybody's time. I get it. You're angry. You're aggressive. You could cut the sexual tension with 4 knives. It's so thick. I get it. Y'all love to just grumble and grope at little old me. And you know what? That's fine. I understand. I understand. But do it. And if you ain't gonna do it, then stop threatening it.
It looks similar to like a Native American drum, just the
Okay,
hanging
okay.
and boom boom.
I see.
So it has the
taut leather.
the cylinder. There he goes.
Oh, God.
Does it attract children? I
It
hope
does not
repels
attract children, and we are coming up on our timer here.
Part of the crowd that's sitting there going, roach, 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 and like another guy is like, crap, 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 and you see there's like a couple of guards who are taking like side bets. There's one guard who's kind of like standing on a crate. He's like, oh, you want a crap? Oh, I'll give you the crap. Oh, so you want a roach? Okay, I'll give you 2 to 1 of the roach piece of crap. You know, so.
And in the blue corner, wearing the green shorts, is Crab with a knife. And in the green corner, wearing nothing but his carapace, is the random coat crouch that we found on the stage. And they're gonna fight for the FWF Heavyweight Championship title, formerly held by none other than Cinder Block.
Oh, son of a You over like way far in the corner. You hear, "Oh, that's my cousin."
Let's all cumulatively and awkwardly wish Monkey Man a happy birthday, which will be desynchronized because we're all remote. And I'm just gonna start. Happy birthday, Monkey Man!
Happy
birthday!
Happy birthday to you!
Well, we love you tremendously, Monkey Man. Thank you for being such a long-time member of our community. 18 months, I think, 17 months. You've been here a while, and genuinely, I say things sarcastically and with a certain level of condescension a lot of the times. But genuinely, thank you for being here, and thank you all for being here.
Red Panda says,
You do see a beverage kiosk, and it does have the Coca-Cola logo.
I just like look at it longingly and then look into my coin purse and realize I'm broke. That's
do
what
you
I'm
need
doing
money
this.
for this?
What?
Can I steal him a Coca-Cola?
Yeah, you see that there's about 3 feet behind the counter where there's a person making eye contact with you. There are 3 shelves neatly displayed, Coca-Cola bottles fully branded. Everything.
Well,
The red label, white cursive, the whole shebang.
I want to lead up and start talking to them and then slide a hand to Coca-Cola.
Okay. Okay, so this lady is looking directly at you, and you're gonna try.
I'm gonna aid.
You're going to aid. Okay, you may need.
I want to rob her till.
Yeah, she looks to Canyon, instantly trusting you. Would you mind watching this for me? And
Yeah, sure.
She walks
Bye.
around.
Go away.
Okay, perfect.
I take all of her money.
You take all of her money out of the till. The till is locked.
I take the till.
You take the till. Okay.
Yeah.
It requires 2 hands, and you can't put it in your equipment, and it weighs about
I put
60
it on
pounds.
Skippy. I put it on Skippy.
You put it on.
He's a big boy.
Okay, it is a Drake. So you put the till on Drake. I don't know. We're in fucking public. Roll sleight of hand.
Again?
I know there's a lighthouse there somewhere, but honestly, this could turn into a jailbreak. So let's do it. This is real life, baby. Y'all stole a Coca-Cola.
You know what a Sarlacc Pit's favorite pasta is?
Oh, no.
I don't want to know. No, I don't, and I don't.
Tell me.
What is the pasta? What?
It's fettuccine.
Wow. Can we go home?
So I would like to feed you meat as a truce from mermaid plan down the way, and
you hear confusion, and then no mermaid tail.
I have legs. Not all mermaids have tails. That's rude.
Apologies.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I just staring at Jackie's new art. Welcome back, everyone. Let me change the music up. How about some slow piano? I have a lot of new music that I'm like dying to try out.
Can you make it 20% faster?
I made 20% louder.
That's comparable.
This is like sad music. What about this? Very tense, I called this one.
I can't hear it.
Hold on.
I
I
can
think
hear
it's loading up.
voices in my head?
It's the opposite of slow piano music.
Why are there voices in my head?
It might be a little too tense. I called that one very tense.
No,
Yeah,
it's
there's
just call it a teepee and a wigwam, and then relax, man. You're too tense.
I call this one anxiety.
Hi, kitty.
That's pretty anxiety. Anyway, I'm working on a cosplay for the first time in a long time. I was talking to Nick about this, but the bubbies, my polycule, we're gonna cosplay Naruto, and Mary, the polycule and Mary, because Mary's gonna be Hinata, and I'm going to be Kakashi. We actually don't have a Naruto, come to think of it. But yeah, it's my first time making a costume in a long time. So
That's gonna be fun.
So you're gonna have an eye patch.
Yeah.
Sort of. Like, you know,
Yeah.
with the,
Yeah.
I told him he has to have big fake wax lips underneath the mask.
Yeah.
So if anyone tries to pull it down, it's just like
I gotta wear these goofy shoes.
That's why you had that book picture the other day.
Oh yes. Yeah. If you're watching my Instagram
Also-
stories,
Potato Man, thank you for catching my bad
Oh,
pun.
yes. The,
Yeah, you also posted that in Discord.
yes, I did. That's right. A lot of people don't get it, but if you're a Naruto fan, or if you just know about Naruto, you're like, where have I seen that before? But yeah.
I thought that's what it was, but I was like, am I missing something here?
Yeah, Kakashi, I mean, I'm definitely his body type and like facial structure. Like I definitely like a facial structure. I mean, like his like lankiness.
Mhm.
I can definitely pull that off. I was gonna get a
You know what
Sharingan
makes him
lens,
seem
but
lankier though? The fact that he's hanging out with like 12-year-olds.
that's a fair point. He could be 5'6" for all we know. Yeah. Sumner would be a pervy sensei. I would be what's his name?
Pretty Sage.
Pervy. I know. I call him Jiraiya. Yeah, Jiraiya.
Jiraiya.
I was actually hoping Marshall would be Jiraiya, but he can't get it done in time.
Oh.
But yeah, I thought his hair was a hat for the longest time. It's his hair.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a bunch of Naruto characters and then me as Anakin.
I know we keep saying that like kind of like a joke. There's gonna be like, yeah, there's Kakashi, there's Sakura, there's
because
there's Anakin
like, we should go out and
Skywalker.
get ramen afterwards. Like, yeah, it's gonna be all the Naruto characters plus Star Wars.
Holy shit, who would win, Naruto or Darth Vader?
Darth Vader.
Probably Darth Vader. I think that's probably no
It's got
contest.
like break the laws of physics magic. Naruto can make a bunch of clones, but
Yeah, he would slaughter them. Yeah, you're probably right. How about Darth Vader or Orochimaru?
I think Orochimaru would probably win that fight.
I think
He's got too
Orochimaru
many
too.
tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Darth Vader's a little too fight up front.
Yeah, he's too like, let me at him. Yeah. Naruto can get fake boobies. Thank you, Freddy. That's right. The sexy jutsu. That would probably get Lord Vader, right? Sexy jutsu?
Only if it's Padme, and then he would cry.
That's right. I get all these Naruto jokes. I was at the pool the other day and I started doing the summoning jutsu like in the water, and it's weird doing Naruto jokes and people getting it because I don't. It's so new to me, and Heather is actually doing a great job keeping spoilers away from me. Every time we see like Naruto merch when we're out and about, she's like, "Don't look some of the spoilers." Like literally anything. She wants like me to like experience it like the way like people did
Like the
when
way
they
it meant
first.
to be.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm having a ball with it. But turns out I learned last bit before we go back to Dungeons and Dragons. We got to season 7 of the original Naruto series before Shippuden. And we were like, a lot of this is filler. Like I always heard that Naruto has a lot of filler, but I wasn't seeing it up until about like halfway when it just started being like, none of this matters.
Yeah, it's literally like halfway through the show. It's
Yeah.
like the rest of this is filler until Shippuden.
Yeah, like once Sasuke leaves, stop watching. Just go to just start Shippuden. Like, because it picks up right at that. Like, it's like literally 4 seasons of filler. It's bananas.
Yep.
Anyway. Sorry.
So recapping what just
going
happened.
from Orochimaru the Snake Man to what's his name, the Snake Man?
God, it's literally a matter of time before my Naruto watching seeps into my D&D. But
Sumner, are you going to turn into the D&D character, the D&D player who makes anime characters? Please turn into that person.
Yeah,
Please turn into that
when
person.
Suliel walks in, he's gonna be like, "All right, let's go," and he's gonna just Naruto run in. He's gonna be like, "Just what is it? Shadow Clone Jutsu." Just very. Anyway, I can't do any of it, but I just bash my fingers in as I hear them break. But all right, sorry. Broken hand jutsu. Let's pull some music in here. Male chorus.
But I thought we were doing tense music.
Fine, we'll do tense music. Tense
No,
music?
I thought
Like
it was
camping
playing
music?
already. You're like, let's pull music in, and we already had music. I was making a joke. Let's move past it.
Oh, I'm really stupid, Dylan. Keep up.
No, I'm just really bad at jokes. You
No,
slow
you're
down.
not. No, you're not. I'm not as observant as I
Ladies,
was.
you're both beautiful.
Thank you. Says you. My God, look at you. gorgeous.
Right? Like I get in here and Mookie's like got the fleekest of makeups on.
Always. Who wears black makeup, like black lipstick casually? This girl does. Anyway.
Please, continue.
please, don't stop. Abel, Naruto running up a rope and eating shit halfway up. Wow, that's rude. That's a callback and very rude. That's very funny. Oh, wow. That's a little too accurate, actually.
So what's our plan?
Abel kind of has Jiraiya vibes, actually. But, alrighty. So, we are in, we basically are in the burrow beneath the watermill. We have met Sutliel, a Yuan-Ti refugee, who has not only is a refugee, but escaped an encampment where Yuan-Ti are being captured. He narrowly escaped with his life. Is missing an eye. Was wearing an eye patch until Jackie was able to cure it, but the eyeball didn't grow back, but it did cleanly heal the wound. As the other...
Wait, is he not wearing his eye patch?
He's not. No, it's just
Neil
kind of like...
absolutely takes the eye patch and like turns it inside out so the blood gooey part isn't touching her eye, but she puts it on.
Ash is gonna like
Sounds
that.
about right.
You have to remember that. Actually, I'll put it down because I will forget that.
I didn't know if
Ash
this would
now
be
has
too
a bloody eye
much,
patch.
but I had the idea of as Jackie heals his eye and you say like it kind of like grows over
Yeah.
the hole or whatever, that it made like a little symbol or something, but
Oh, yeah? It's your design. You healed it. Like a design like of like Yuan-Ti or something of like your god maybe.
I figured like some type of swirl or like a leaf shape or
Oh,
something.
like something ornate,
like,
something pretty.
yeah.
Got you. We'll
Like
say
a Celtic knot of some kind.
Yeah, like a Celtic knot of some kind. Yeah, something like that, but more less sharp, but more like rounded. We'll say really cool. And I like that. That's like the scar tissue. I like that. I like that fucking design. I like that.
How snake are these Yuan-Ti, by the way, Sunday? I mean,
They're pretty
I imagine
snaky.
they're all Yuan-Ti purebloods, but there's a lot of different Yuan-Ti.
Yeah.
And
they range. They have hair, but they have like skin, like we do, but they do have parts that are more tough, and they do have like the almost like the ridges of where scales should be, but it's just kind of where they are. And parts of their skin can be green, and parts of it can be yellow. It's mostly on their chest and like their thighs, where like the underbelly of a snake is more so resembles. But it's more so recognizable in like their brow shape. Like their brows are really sharp, and the eyes are very sunken in, and more so a little bit more on the side. And their mouths are noticeably larger, and their teeth their canines in particular are sharp.
Makeup notes for
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
I was curious because you said he cried a tear, and my first thought was, because I owned a snake for 24 years, is snakes don't have eyeballs. They can't cry. They have a scale over their eye. So when they shed their skin, there is like an eyeball in the shed skin.
Oh.
So I was wondering like how
That's cool. I feel like I knew
snake
that, but I
they
forgot.
are.
No, it's a great question.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter for the
No, I know.
RP of it.
It's still interesting to me because you want
It
to
was,
are
it was
interesting.
an interesting thought I had, and I
Yeah.
wanted to know out of game without interrupting things.
Yeah, no, he cried. We'll say that's part of the humanoid portion of him, but you're right. Yeah. And they do have biological features that are strongly resemble, and you definitely like in a lineup, that's a Yuan-Ti for sure. But it's, there's definitely some human parts of them. Okay. So we are at this plan. You guys have kind of concocted a plan of some kind. We've tossed around having a diversion a little bit. We didn't dive super deep into it. We dived into possibly bringing Sutliel as a fake prisoner or possible Good Samaritan bounty hunter work, saying, "Hey, we found one," which he says he thinks it would be believable. We have tossed around using the scroll of fog cloud as an escape route as opposed to an entrance. We've tossed around a lot of ideas. What's the actual plan?
So what I propose, we bring him in as a captured escapee. We perhaps throw some subterfuge in, saying that he was let out by a guard, giving some distraction and mistrust amongst them, as we are taken in, even if it's just inside the walls, as when we had the best opportunity. Fog cloud, perhaps an area of silence to help us break them out of the prison and escape through the fog cloud before they're noticed. My thoughts, my 2 cents. I'm not the one in charge here. Nill's just sitting there. I'm not either. This is your mission.
She looks at you from while wearing the eye patch.
Oh yeah, she's like there's like just a little bit like goo dripping off of it. It's not my mission.
Perhaps if they do not wish to take us back to the others, we could use the suggestion scroll to have them take us.
That's a good plan. Suggestion, I think, only works on one person at a time, but all we need is one to say. We need to get the right one to let us in.
Well, if we are asking for a bounty, we can demand them to come out to us rather than us going in. Or whoever be paying the bounty clearly has some type of leadership or authority.
If we find the right one, the highest ranking person there, and we suggest that they let us take the prisoners, that is also, I like that.
So I take it we're ready. Sutliel steps from across the table.
It's about as good a plan as we can come up with in this short amount of time, I guess.
Sure.
You see Sutliel slither over. I say slither. He walks over to, oh my gosh. Satsu. You got me, Dylan. I almost said Zazu. Satsu's bed, and he brings over this large glass container. It may be our last drink, and he slams it on the table. Oh, please, not my snake juice. And he uncorks it. And you feel this smell of very, very alcoholic, but very, very sweet liquor fill the air. You hear everyone inhale, and he pours a very small glass for everyone. It might be your last. And he corks it back.
We're not going to die. And Sephiroth downs it. I kind of want to roll a constitution because Sephiroth isn't like a strong drinker, but my con is pretty good. I'm gonna do it. See how well I handle it.
Jackie's just gonna take a sip.
16?
Set it down.
I just wet my lips with it. I don't consume any.
Okay.
Tell me how well I handle it with a 16 con save. Something.
With a 16 con save? You're not poisoned. No, I'm kidding. Take 1d4. Anyways, what if I just poisoned you at every fucking turn? By the way, thank you, Coral Trickster, for that
poison,
follow.
right, Sumner?
What?
Yes.
Oh, I would never do that.
Poison, right?
I would never do that. I would never, ever do that. So.
Oh, Sumner, you beat me to it. I was in the middle of making a meme, and you already. Well, you'll see it in a second.
Yeah, just do it anyway.
No, it's all right. I posted it.
Yep, there it is. Everyone, before I knew you were asking me, I rolled poorly.
Snake juice, I was like, all right, here we go.
I rolled poorly. So you take this shot of snake juice, and it tastes surprisingly good. You can feel the buzz, but you're also like energetic about it. But you are not. You're actually fine.
Damn, that's good.
She's got that liquid courage in her.
I only endorse 2 products. The products that I use religiously.
What are those products, Ferris?
Well, now one of them is snake juice.
Okay. Sorry, everyone. This is a Parks and Rec reference for those who are alienating.
I lost the
I couldn't help it.
The quote. And then you asked me to bring it back, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I couldn't remember what they were.
Yeah, I was like, I had it written that he gets a drink, but like I was imagining the bottle in my head, and I was like, it's kind of like big at the base. It's kind of like a snake as the fuck. I'm just describing snake juice, so it's snake juice now. So I just started.
Yeah,
anyway.
That's improv DMing. You're like, he's gonna have a drink. What is the drink? Well, it's obviously snake juice, and
obviously
there's a guy there who's like, Swanson's got the swag the size of Big Ben clock.
gotta stop at the rhyme.
I know.
I gotta do. Anyway,
I know.
D&D. Sorry, I will do that all day. So, are we walking upstream then? In broad daylight? They'll be watching regardless.
Well, if we're bringing you in as a prisoner, that might be the best way. Yeah. We've got nothing to hide. Wink.
He unbuckles his belt and takes off his armor. He drops it to the ground. And he puts his wrists forward, as if to say, tie me up. Denlin, don't finish that. Nelly?
Oh, okay. I just simply take his belt and we'll just use that.
Okay, I thought Dylan was gonna call me daddy, but yeah, all right, perfect.
Oh no, I was gonna after he was tied up, take his belt and put it back on because I don't want his pants to fall down.
Oh, his pants fall down, but he doesn't look.
Let's keep this on. We want to make sure that you can walk properly.
You need these.
You need
a growing snake needs his pants.
A growing snake needs his pants.
I
don't know why that tickled me the way it did.
What, Nelly?
I'm sure the pants stays on without the belt, right?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, enough.
Yeah, let's say it does.
No, it stays on with the drawstring, and then his belt is just for his daggers.
Yeah.
Because he can't. It would be very suspicious if he had open weaponry.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a utility belt. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm gonna take his daggers so that way he has a weapon if he needs it, and kind of like situate them in a way where they're sitting with my boomerang, Jackie's boomerang, but they're not directly noticeable.
I look
How
a
many
bit
daggers
clean.
are on the belt?
How many daggers?
How many?
6.
Yeah.
And they're like throwing. Yeah, he's got 2 main daggers and 4 throwing daggers.
Oh, I have space for daggers on my belt.
Yeah, you can take
I'll
them.
take the main 2,
Yeah,
and then you can take the throwing.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll
so you
take
have
the
4 throwing. Jackie, you have 2 daggers.
Yeah.
And they're just
Yeah.
basic daggers.
Mhm.
Okay. And for all intents and purposes, they're the same thing, like on the stat block. So he looks to Jackie. You are small, but I know you are strong. I look too clean. They'll suspect something. And he drops down to his knees, and he extends his left cheek to you. Don't hold back.
As much as I would love to help you in this case, it goes against my oaths to do this to you.
You took an oath. I know what that's like. I understand. And he stands
Jackie,
back up.
if it helps, if this doesn't go well, we won't be able to save many more.
Okay. Oh, just to make it clear, the obviously the makeshift handcuffs of the belt's very loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured-
Especially
Goes
using a
without saying.
halfling.
Goes without saying, yeah.
Yeah. You kind of use it as a bandolier.
Yeah.
I figured instead of having his arms up front, we have them in the back, so that way it's maybe not too noticeable.
Okay. Cool. So you tie his hands back?
Yeah.
Okay. And he looks to Ju Ming. If she won't do it, then you will. Hit me hard. Make me bleed.
When we get closer.
He smiles. I like it.
I need to walk.
Okay.
Good
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna carry you.
The vibe is kind of down right now in this
Yeah.
burrow. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. Hit me. I don't like this vibe. Anyways. Yeah.
Can we do this somewhere else?
Somewhere else.
All
yeah.
right.
Some fresh air.
All right.
Perfect.
Are you ready to start marching?
We start marching. All right.
All
So
right.
you guys have the scrolls. You guys have the scroll of suggestion, knock, fog cloud, and several others I named. And you each have a greater healing potion additional to what you had previously. We are all, what, level 9 at this point?
8,
I was 8.
7, 8.
8. You're 8. Okay. I'm just catching everyone up who's watching. That I'm not changing that right now. I'm just saying you're level 8.
Level 12.
You're -4. So he is walking in between you guys in whatever order suits your fancy. And before you know it, you begin to approach this large wooden palisade wall. You even hear the water rushing betwixt the metal bars at both sides of the circular camp. You can't see past the wooden walls at all, as they're about 30 feet tall. And the towers are about 50 feet tall, and they're massive circular buildings just within the wooden palisade. You don't see any gate, but he tells you that the gate is on the opposite side facing north, which happens to be where the capital is faced, probably because of high transit between the two locations. But on the opposite side is the gate. When you're about 50 feet out at the edge of where the stumps are and where it stops being tree line and stops being anything that can obscure your vision naturally, you hear a voice in the distance echo from one of the towers. Stop right there!
We stop. Or at least Seferis does.
Yeah, I stop as well.
State your business!
I hate when I don't have thaumaturgy. It's my favorite spell. I wish I had it. I shout back, we have someone who has escaped from you, and he has quite the story to tell. I kind of jab Sutiel in the back shoulder.
Bring him forth! A little too much echo there, but it's fine. And you see him gesture just to the left, go around. What's up, Jumi?
We go around. As we do, I kind of say to everyone, let me do the talking.
I nod.
As does Jackie.
Out to Sutiel. Well, it would be weird if you tried to do the talking. And we approach the front gate.
As you guys are walking, you see above you this head. The same person that shouted out to you seems to walk around within to meet you there. And at the top of the gate, you see a large man crossing his arms. Is that you, Sutiel? And Sutiel from behind you just looks up and bares his teeth. It was only a matter of time before you came back, boy. Where'd you find him?
Can we do this in a place where we're not shouting?
I found him in your mom's ass! He says, just crude.
We found him on the road heading to our settlement. He tried to steal from us and take some provisions, but was more injured than he probably should have been to steal from us.
Sounds like a snake. Roll deception.
I'm good at that. 24.
Yeah.
Wait.
Is more? DC 16, friend.
27.
Okay, cool. Let's say you slaughtered that DC, buddy. All right. He says pretty. He likes the hateful things you said. Not bad. So he says, "Open the gate," and you hear the wood grinding, and all of a sudden this gate begins to open from the bottom, slowly but surely. It's about 6 feet open above you. Come on in, get your reward. And you see inside, the water rushes from your right forward. You are on the left side where there's 2 buildings to your left and the one building he described across the river on your right. You see the entire inside and the stairways that lead upwards to the towers. These towers are a lot more heavily guarded from the outside than they are the inside. On the inside, a lot more bare bones and just staircases. And these buildings, one has windows that are way high up, about 15 feet high, narrow and glass, while the other one has no windows at all. The barracks, stained glass. We got dummies, we got arrow targets full of arrows with people actively practicing. A lot of the guards here don't seem to care much, even wearing half plate. All right, how much you want? The standard 25 gold?
It sounds fine, but he had an interesting story to tell about how he escaped.
Did he really? Come here. Not here.
No, not here.
Close the damn gate. And you just hear the and it slams shut. And you feel the rumble underneath your feet. Come on. And he leads you over a very small bridge over the river and into the stained glass house. After you. Not you. And he points to Sutlael. And he whistles. I can't whistle. And people bring him and they take Sutlael by the wrists and they bind him again. We got him from here, sire.
No. Not until we get paid.
Sire.
You heard my chief of staff.
Fine. 25 gold then.
That was the agreement.
Fine. And he goes into the room, closes the door behind him, and quickly comes out and throws you a small red velvet pack. Almost kind of rudely, but he gives it to you. Now take the snake. Actually, no. Bring him here. And just as they're about to... He pulls him around. And he faces this large man. And he removes one of his gauntlets. And he punches him in the face. And he drops to the ground. And he gets up while his hands are still bound. Is that all you got?
Jackie's trying not to flinch at watching this. Like, she knows if she has any emotion towards it, she's gonna blow their cover. So she's like physically trying incredibly hard, like not to like flinch at it. And
Sutlael spits at the feet of this man. And the men begin to take him away and walk him across the bridge into the building to the left with the tall, narrow windows. And he doesn't look back at you.
Are there any more of the... Is it just this captain? I'm assuming he's some man of important. There's no other guards around right now?
There is one... He's just this man who seems to carry authority. And then there are about 2 guards nearby, but they're not paying direct attention.
They're not in like eavesdropping distance.
No. They're by the dummies and the arrow targets.
Gotcha.
Turn the
he told me that how he escaped. Said that there was a guard here who felt sorry for him and dropped the key to let him break his own bonds.
A sympathizer, huh?
Would seem so. Do you know of any of your men who might be disloyal? Harbor sympathies?
That's for me to worry about. I appreciate your consideration, Little Red, but that's my job.
Fair enough. Just wanted to be sure that this doesn't happen again.
A name
the
does
roads
happen.
to my lands are... I don't want to be plagued by these snakes.
You and me both, Little Red. You and me both. Huh. I like you guys. Y'all from around here?
Will be soon. We're just heading to our new estate.
Oh. All right. Well, welcome to Camp Big Tooth. If you find any more of them lizard folk, send them our way. And you know that lizard folk is a completely different species.
Yes, I understand the racist overtones of it. I look to Jackie, who has the scroll of suggestion. I kind of give her like a look like, this is the best time. You should use that on him.
seeing what Sephiroth is doing, Jackie absolutely uses the scroll of suggestion.
Oh, what do you got there?
Just some light reading material.
That's reasonable. All right. Sometimes I like to read things when I'm in front of people too.
Despite her physical exterior and her well-armored self, she's actually quite the poet.
Really? Well, not very often we have three beautiful ladies come here. Maybe you can read me something.
Dylan, you're a better poet than me. You can type something to me and I'll read it.
There once was a man from Nantucket who kept all of his swords in a bucket. He spun really fast and said with a laugh, "When I let go, you best duck it."
That, but in my voice.
Have to roll a wisdom saving throw for suggestion. Suggestion. I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe so, but I don't have it in front of me. It's been a long time since I looked at suggestion.
I think it's just a wisdom save, but let me see here. Immune to wisdom saving throw. Yep. All right, so wisdom saving throw. Because you got new art, I'll use my worst die. 13.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Oh,
So spells.
yeah. So your spell save DC, right? So, right, Dylan? Spell save DC?
Spell scrolls function in a way where the caster spell save DC is the one that's usually used.
Yeah.
So whoever casts the spell to create the scroll's DC is what it's
Technically,
used.
right.
So,
Right.
but
So
you're the DM, you make the call.
yeah, I'll say it's yours. Whoever's using it will use your spell save DC. So whatever your spell save DC, if 13 fails, then he is suggested. He is charmed.
Save DC is 13.
Spell save. Oh, then that means your spell save is 13.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then it failed.
Hang on. Can I need to see. No, it's only me. I can't make it on someone else.
No.
Severus, would you like to read this out to the god?
Sure.
You have a much better voice than I.
Your spell save is 13. I thought you had higher than that.
I'm only level 5 barbarian, 3 paladin.
Oh, 3 paladin. That's why. Okay, we'll do retroactive since we kind of went over spell save DCs and stuff.
Okay. There was a young lady whose bonnet came untied with the birds sat upon it. But she said, "I don't care, all the birds in the air are welcome to sit on my bonnet."
Now, what kind of nonsense?
And
Roll.
my spell save DC.
What's your DC? Yeah, we'll use the same
16.
roll. 16. Well, if I can sit on her bonnet, then maybe I can... And he kind of like has a glazed look over his eye. His right eye starts to kind of drift to the right a little bit. His ears are open, though.
You know, we're looking for some servants for our estate. Do you have any more of those snakes that we could perhaps purchase from you as workers for our land?
Snakes for your manor. You can't have those. Those are ours.
I'd be willing to pay for them, of course.
You can pay? Oh, that's pretty... Man, I guess we kill them sometimes anyway. Or maybe we can just kill less. That's just good business. Yeah, I suppose. You want to see him?
Sure.
All right. Hey, guys. And he says, "Hey," to the 2 guards that are like practicing arrows. "Yes, Captain." Doing great.
I'm proud of you.
Go on this way. And this big guy with his shoulders kind of lumped forward, he kind of like ding, 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 with his armor just kind of clanking. And he brings you to the building with the narrow windows. And you see a lot of this, these plaster buildings are beginning to crack. Almost like They're trying to go down from the inside. Goes to the side where there's 2 double doors. You see that this is a long building. You assume that there are double doors on both sides, similar to a barn. He opens the 2 double... He actually reaches into his pocket and reaches in for a small silver key. And he opens it, and he opens the latch and opens both of them. Be my guest. And you see inside this long, super, super dark tunnel with doors on all sides. And you just hear the moaning of just desperation in a bleak atmosphere of, please save us. You can look through the latches, but don't open the door. These fucking things bite.
Well, if I'm going to take them to my estate, they will have to open the doors, but I definitely don't want to get bitten.
Yeah, don't get bitten, but you can do whatever you want, man.
Well, thank you.
You're so welcome.
Okay, and none of them are CTL, right? They're just all like...
Yeah.
You cannot see them at all.
You just hear
All
them.
you
Got it.
see is just the doors and then the darkness of silent of just the moaning. Okay. And you don't hear Sutliel. You imagine he's very quiet right now.
So, the tiny little key that he had, can... Jackie still has that small key she picked up. Is it similar?
It is identical.
Jackie leans into Severus to kind of whisper, like, Severus, we have... You said there were, or we assumed that there were the same doors on the opposite end?
Yes.
Severus, the key that he had, it's identical to the one that we picked up from those 2 outside that we attacked earlier. Perhaps we can go to the other end and use that as our escape.
I like that thought.
I've been telling the boys
go
we
and
gotta
test
get
it.
some
Let
light.
me. I'll distract him. You go test it. So, Captain, I'm sorry. I never got your name.
Oh.
Jackie goes to the other end.
Oh, yeah,
tests
Jackie
out the
runs.
key on the opposite door.
Okay. Jackie, while this conversation is happening, you slide the key in. It fits perfectly. And you hear the satisfying click, 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 click of a full rotation.
So she's gonna like slightly open the door and kind of peek outside.
I'm the Lieutenant Nathaniel.
Nathaniel. What a handsome name.
Thanks. My mom gave it to me.
Well, she sounds like quite the lady.
No. That's all he said.
Oh, you're not a mama's boy?
Nah.
Oh, well, that's a shame. Such a big, strong man. Kind of like adjust his armor a little bit. Now,
His mouth
tell me,
begins to
how
drip
much...
What else
just
can
turned
Jackie
into a
see?
Harlequin romance, like, novel cover.
Yeah. Oh, just...
Now,
you have to put his tongue back in
how
his mouth.
many of these snakes do you have for purchase?
For purchase, I could probably get away with like 3, because we kill like 1 a week at this rate, and it's a little much sometimes, but it's fun.
Why do you kill so many? They're good labor.
They're tight-lipped. They don't say anything, so we just take their eyes like the commander asks, and then we send them on their way. They typically don't survive. Yeah.
So they're used for information. My apologies. I did not know this was a military operation for pertinent information.
Yeah,
Do
some people
forgive
call
me.
it biological warfare. Been meaning to get me one of them UNT guys.
What's a UNTI? I haven't not heard of that.
Rumor has it is that there are people out there higher than me even. I hope not lower. Oh God, they have one of them eyes, and they can see through the brother eye. Yeah, that's why we only take one, and then we send them back on their way. We can tell exactly what they're doing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ingenious.
Isn't it? You gotta know the enemy, gotta get inside their head, literally. Ain't that something? Magic. I tell you what.
Absolutely genius. Well then, you just agreed to sell me 20 snakes?
20. Yeah, 20. That's what I said.
20 snakes. And we agreed upon 2 gold per snake for 40 gold total, yes?
40 gold. I could have sworn I said. So I got 40. Is that? You said I said that.
Well, 2 gold per snake, 20 snakes, 40 gold.
I guess they ain't worth much. Yeah. Jackie, what are you doing right now? And Ju-Ming, actually.
Jackie is at the opposite door. She didn't hear any of what was going on, right? Because she's at the opposite end.
There's not much happening in here. We'll say you heard.
She's thinking, she heard about the eye thing.
Yes.
And she immediately thinks back to like healing Sweetleel's eye, and she's like, "Oh shit!" Like they know what's up now, and is like immediately like. So she has this thing with Willow that she can do where she can see through Willow's eyes. I can only do it once a day, but she's like, this is the perfect time to do it. And she like cracks open the other door, sends Willow out, and is like, I need you to go look for Sweetleel and see what is going on.
You're sending him out of the building?
Yeah.
Okay. Your little bird flutters off.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for that follow, a big dag nabbit. Love your screen name.
Dag nabbit?
Dag nabbit. It's a good name.
It is.
What about you, Ju-Ming?
I'm actually more fixated on the negotiations itself.
Okay.
Seeing that Jackie's doing a very good job taking care of the doors.
Okay.
And I just want to chip in just to help out with the negotiations, saying we need labor for farm work, and 2 gold each is very reasonable. You're giving us weak, tired, hungry, and some cases these lizard folk only have 1 eye.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Yeah, I suppose you're right. So 40 gold. 40
gold.
40 gold. All right. Yeah, you have it on you, or?
Yes, and I pull out.
I got change.
Oh no,
Where's
I
my
hand
wallet?
him 40 gold for your tired, your poor, your huddled masses.
He acts like he understands what you said, but he has no idea. Yeah.
Now, Captain, will you go get my merchandise I just purchased? Sorry, Lieutenant.
Yeah, of course. Do you prefer the female or the male, or like a mix of both?
I purchased 20 snakes for labor.
Labor. All right. Well, we got some
So
warrior types.
go let your
Strong.
snakes out so that I can take them.
Really strong ones. If I let too many of them out, they might actually attack. So be careful about that.
No. They are coming with us to work. They're not going to attack.
Gotcha.
I own them now.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Okay, what's the safest way to do this? All right, I'll be right back. And he leaves. And he comes back with 3 guards with him. Now, send your... do you have the trank on you? Do you have it? And you're like, yes, sir. Go do that on tank 3 and 4. And they go over, they open the slide, and they aim crossbows inside. And you hear screaming from the inside of the chamber. Knock! Fire! And you hear... and you hear the thud of a body.
You
Load
are
up.
harming... Stop what you're doing right this instant.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. You want them safely out or not?
You are damaging my goods, sir.
No. It's just a light tranquil.
We need them to march back. We don't...
Do you expect us to carry 20 snakes with us?
I suppose. Yeah, the goal. I'm just trying to get what you want.
I appreciate... I am very grateful for your concern for our safety, but all we need is them in manacles. We don't need them with arrows in their sides.
I suppose you're right. Well, I'll get you new ones. Don't worry. How about 5 and 6? Can we just do the rope? And they're like, no. don't do the rope. I think we're gonna do the rope. That's a good idea, right? Because you don't want them hurt. Go with the rope. And they're just like, sire, rope now. And they leave. And they come back with 4 guys. And the rope that they all kind of are holding and kind of visibly shaking. All right, well, open them up now. You want to open it? Want to meet your merch? Meet your merch. Might open a business.
Sure, I will.
Merch.
I will greet my
all right.
merchandise.
He undoes his keychain and unlocks the key. Gets the key and tosses it to you. And
I take
puts
the
it back
key
onto his belt. All right. Well, watch your eyes, because these things spit. And bite.
They do?
Sometimes.
Can I get an update on what Willow sees?
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Willow is flying around.
I have to step away while we do this. I'm sorry.
No, it's a perfect time. So Willow is flying around. Can you see through her eyes, or is it like a familiar situation?
Yes. When Willow goes out and I use this special spell or whatever
Right.
it is, Jackie sees through Willow's eyes. Think of it
Love
like
it.
seeing through a drone.
Totally. For a split second, your eyes looked like that of an eagle. And
No,
you
her
see
her eyes glow.
your eyes glow. Yeah, even better.
Mhm.
Eyes glow, and you see way above you. You see this little circle of where the camp looks like from a huge distance above, and it's it drops, plummets downward as the circle grows and grows and grows and grows, and it lands on the perch right on the building you are on, and it flutters from window to window to window, looking in, but it's impossible to see with how bright it is outside and how dark it is inside there. But on the inside, you see a very familiar symbol. Looking back at it, hard to depict.
I assume I can talk to Willow as well, so I like communicate with Willow to stop and like try to adjust so I can see inside here.
Yeah, you see him clear. And
Can I see what's going on?
yeah, he raises what looks like it to be a shiv, like an actual makeshift weapon, and you see the window and the window of the door kind of shuddering open, like they're trying to Sephiroth is about to open this door. And you see multiple other UNT, really built, strong, holding other weapons that have been makeshift from other things, other bone, and even other parts of UNT. They have made do. These guys look fierce, and they look like they've been talked to.
So Sutliel is in this cage that Sephiroth is about to open.
Yes, by chance.
Okay. Crap, because the thing about the eye is bothering me, and I'm like, we need to figure out, if somebody has the eye and who knows.
And that is a great cliffhanger for next episode.
Jackie yelled out to Sephiroth, Sephiroth, we might be in danger.
Oh. I won't be here.
As soon as you said something about the eye, I was like, oh, shit.
That was... Dude, you are a smart player, Mookie. I love it. Yeah, piecing that oh shit, you thinking about, oh my god, they know all of that. It's that good stuff. It's that good D&D that I love so much.
Plot twist!
Yeah, oh god, it feels good. I got goosebumps. Isn't that weird? But yeah, I love D&D, man.
I fucking love it. Your storytelling and stuff is so great.
Thank you. But yeah, I've been wanting to do stuff like this for so long. It's fucked up, but it's super and the stakes feel real. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't take much to tell the players, hey, you should be the good guys in this situation. It just makes, because I feel like you've always kind of fantasized about wow, if I was in this situation, I would want to destroy some people. No, Monkey Man. No, not yet. That's gonna be later. Yeah, what are your thoughts? Favorite parts? And that's not me asking for you to butter my bun or whatever. That's what's your favorite part?
I actually like the whole planning part, to be honest.
Yeah, that was
Do you
fun.
really?
Yeah. I actually did.
Okay.
I don't know how it would be as a viewer, but as a participant, it was
Mhm.
actually really cool. Like, picking everybody's mind and
Yeah.
it's trying to figure out like what works, what doesn't work, and all that.
Yeah, I love planning as a player, and I feel like I'm not given a lot of chance to do that a lot. So I like almost like a video game where like here are like 3 or 4 of my favorite like spells to cast in situations like this, like fog, clouds, silence, and stuff like that. So regardless of what your character can do, because there's so many different ways to infiltrate things, and I wanted it to be accessible but still dangerous. Like getting in is the easy part, but like once you're in, it's like anything can happen. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, it definitely, like, you're not super combat based with the way you DM, right?
I don't like combat actively.
Yeah,
If I do combat, it has to move the story along. It has to be interesting.
Yeah. So since you're that way, what I like about doing the planning is like, in a sense, it's like a video game to me. Like instead of just telling a story and acting out a story, it makes you stop and think as if you're actually playing a game, and makes it interesting and puts like a break in between just this is what's supposed to happen.
Yeah. What's up, Dylan?
I said I have returned.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we're talking about favorite parts. They were saying that they like the strategy. They like being able to like get an option to like think about, okay, how are we going to do this? A lot of different ways to tackle one task. Because, that's what they were saying.
Basically, as you left, or as you were leaving, we were saying,
what did you see through the bird's eyes?
Oh, duh, yeah, the game you missed. That's right.
Yeah, so through the bird's eyes, she just happens to go to the window of the cage that you're about to open, the tank, whatever, and guess who's inside?
Sutliel.
Our buddy, whose name I don't remember, but
Sutliel.
Yeah, that guy.
But she also Jackie runs up to you, and I know he said it, but I kind of feel like Sepharis didn't exactly pay attention to what he was saying about the whole, the other half of the snake eye.
Oh no, Sepharis caught it, and Sepharis has, when he told the story about dropping the key, I was like, he was let go on purpose. They absolutely were using him to find these pits.
Yeah, and that's...
And now knowing that they've done this, not just following his trails, but literally seeing through his eyes, like, oh, so it's much worse. It's what I thought, but worse.
Coral Trickster, really enjoyable stream. I opened 9 DN streams and tabbed through. Oh, wow. Engaging dialogue and creative roleplay. Wow, that is... Holy hell,
Thank
that's
you.
really nice.
Yeah, Thank you.
Yeah, that's what we strive for, and we love this.
Thank you, such very kind words.
Yeah,
Okay.
speaking of roleplay, like, it's really interesting and fun. Like, so, I'm still very new to D&D. Like, this is technically only my second campaign.
Yeah.
Full through.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm playing Jackie a second time. Like, Jackie of the Everlast, for
Right.
people that don't know, was not originally Jackie of the Everlast. She was a barbarian Harengon that was sassy and chaotic and didn't give a shit and just, was like, yeah, I'm gonna do
Destructive.
whatever. Very
Destructive is a good word.
Destructive. But she ended up dying and being reborn as Paladin Harengon, and playing this new character, but same character, is very, very interesting. Like, she's like, I can't be destructive. I can't let my anger get to me. I have to heal and protect everyone. And it's fun getting to play a new character without playing a new character.
I really enjoyed Jackie having to hold back as we watched the lieutenant punch our friend. Like, that was a really good moment.
Yeah, because like I said, this is only my second campaign, and the one previously was with Dylan, and where I used original Jackie, and he knows how original Jackie is supposed to be with the chaotic destructiveness and stuff. So how is it seeing Jackie this way? I'm curious.
I loved Jackie in my campaign. I mean, we talked about the vine of like go into Lowe's and then you see your friend running by with like 40 plants, like go, go, go. It's like, no, no, no. Like
we literally recreated
1,000% Jackie originally. And there's a part of me that's very sad that I don't get to play with that Jackie, but I'm very, very happy that you are getting to play a different, like you said, play a different character. It's still Jackie, but it's not the same character you've done before.
You know, I actually considered ripping that new Jackie away and like saying like you don't have that oath is in a different universe type thing, and then you do the but I figured that'd be too much whiplash for you as a role player to go back and forth too much, and plus you had the new art and that would have been like you got the new Jackie art and you're like, oh. So but we can do something like that. Art, but it'd be fun.
Yeah, in the future maybe that would be great. Like it honestly, I love role play, so whiplashing me back and forth, like I'm used to playing old Jackie, I'm used to playing new Jackie. Gotcha. It would be fun to go back and being like, yeah.
Gotcha. Speaking of role play, Nelly, I feel like I haven't seen you role play very much. What, out of curiosity, what was your expectations versus reality with this new character you've made, Ju-Ming?
Yeah, I haven't played a rogue in a long time. Again, that was just with a bunch of newbies. I may have actually role play. You know, mine's definitely much more quieter than the characters I'm more used to, just because of the nature of being a rogue. But I also have her, you know, really obviously obsessed to a dangerous degree with gold. Anytime there's anything money related, it's like, hey, that's what I'm all about. Now, actually, I'm really not like that.
You know, it's a trope.
That definitely gets my,
I don't see it a lot. Yeah.
So I mean, that's. I mean, if or when Jimmy ever dies, it's definitely gonna be over greed of some sort. I mean, there's no doubt. I'm thinking like, I got to run back in and hit that treasure chest kind of thing. You know.
Hold on, there was 2 cents under the couch I didn't get at this burning building.
Her last words.
Gotta hit that.
It's more of an OCD than a greed thing.
You gotta finish.
Oh my god!
Actually, one of the things I
can think of 10 good reasons to never let go of a dime.
One of the things I thought about doing, I didn't do
Crab
it,
concept.
but was like after Dylan paid the 40 gold, I was gonna slide a hand and back.
You know,
it was like GTA style.
The very Skyrim of you. Put the bucket over her head.
And with this, with how this all went down, like with the like getting the money.
Yeah.
Because Safaris wasn't really concerned about getting 25 gold, but you were like, no, he's not leaving our site until we get the money. And I was like, oh, good, keep him around. And then it was, you got the money. It's like, okay, he's gone. There's our reasoning.
Yeah.
I mean, part of it was just like keep Safaris up and basically keep us as a group longer. But
right.
I mean, obviously that stall didn't last too long. But
I love that was a great like in character like like your character's as obsessed with gold and you're like that. We're trying to keep us together for our mission and.
Settle. No.
And not to mention you said like I'll do all the talking, but then it took that like nope, I'm talking here.
No, I mean, and even when I said I'll do all the talking, like I immediately was like, well, I mean, if you can chime in and stuff, but let me do the. I was like, that's just over explaining. That's Dylan putting his foot in his mouth. Safaris is a lot cooler than that.
I was gonna say, Safaris has had an interesting character shift. I feel like you kind of started off with like a party mom vibe. But that was probably before tragedy strikes, and you're kind of now this kind of front man, for lack of a better term.
Oh,
what do you think?
I made Safaris wanting to have her be very the party face. I've got a +8 in my deception, my intimidation, my persuasion. I've got a +5 in my insight. Like I'm all about like seeing what other. I took detect thoughts. I'm all about. Knowing what wheeling and dealing, not necessarily like dealing wise, but diplomacy, like talking to people, getting the most out of deals amicably, getting out of sticky, whatever. Talking to people, that's what I built her for. And then combat, I was like, temperature control, that's what she does. Cool.
One thing I thought was funny was that Safaris is a slave, of course, and is now going to be a slave owner. So
it's just well, so Ferris like has kind of a bleeding heart for these UNT having lost their home like this to an invading force. Like that's not she's got a soft spot for it. But Nil having Lloyd to her really has mixed feelings about wanting to help. So having this side mission where we're actually helping like people in the moment here and now, she wanted to help from the get-go, even though I was a little suspicious of the whole thing with him being suspiciously let go by a kind-hearted guy. It's like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
I thought I had something that like could detect, like it says you can detect good and evil or whatnot, but that's like for in combat for detecting.
Well, it's celestial fiends, fae, undead, I believe.
Divine sense, yeah. But I thought I had something to detect, like, are you bullshitting us here? And
and as soon as Sumner gave me, and I tried not to metagame, but like he was like, he is lying, but it's like he's convinced. I was like, okay, so he's lying, but somebody used magic to make him believe it's true.
Oh,
Got it.
That would have been a good way to describe that. But yeah, I get that. Yeah. But you pieced it together really well. And I thought that was really, really interesting. Wow, thanks so much for that stuff. Aw, Coral Trickster, that's cute. But yeah, so yeah, my favorite part was all of y'all's interactions. I thought it was brilliant. I liked this session. But the way you guys were very strategic at every corner, it was like when first off the healing with the eye patch thing, that was
anytime Jackie gets to use the lay on hands, it's never for
beautiful.
Like someone's dying in combat. It's always like, let me heal your bleeding eye. Let me make these horses not emaciated and sickly.
That's
it's part of her oath. It's so juicy.
Absolutely part of my oath.
Yeah, it's so cool. I don't know. It's so consistent.
But it's the most wholesome thing. Like you didn't use it for yourself when you were poisoned. You didn't use it when people get injured in combat. You like save it for role play only.
It's really
and I
cool.
love that.
Yeah.
Well, I will absolutely use it for combat, but like whenever there is a chance to heal somebody, it is her oath to heal and protect and save people. So like the horses were emaciated, and she is an animal herself, so she's gonna heal them. I meant to say when we all woke up or before we left or whatever, she was going to look around and try to help in any way she could. And when he showed the eye, it's like, hey, I can't help you grow it back, but I can help it stop hurting.
Yeah.
And I like, y'all can absolutely stop me if it ever gets to be too much, but I like the idea of like throwing in these little details in it, like the symbol on the healed eye.
I was going to say that actually. One of my favorite tricks in storytelling is Chekhov's gun, where you introduce something in the beginning and then at the very end it ended up being significant. And I love
if there's a gun in Act 1, it has to go off in Act 3.
It has to go off in Act 3, exactly. But I love it way more when players create Chekhov's gun and then I get to put it somewhere else. Where like Jackie made the symbol, that wasn't my idea. And then when the bird went to go find Sutliel, that was the first thing the bird found in the darkness. I was like, that's so cool. Like I really loved that.
Loved that, yeah.
It's like you marked him. It was just really, I don't know. It's
not like she marked him. She did
you
mark
can't
him.
plan stuff like that.
Essentially in my head, it's like she's supposed to heal and protect, and she marks where she's been for healing.
Yeah.
Like this is her mark and where she has helped.
It's like Jackie was here. Jackie healed. Jackie, thank Jackie for this healing, but less like cocky.
Yeah, and she's made a lasting impression on him now too. Arts in Motion, thank you so much for that stuff. Y'all have been so generous today. My God,
for
I'm
real.
touched.
My favorite part was getting into the fort and the like. I always love whenever I get to like be diplomatic and in like role play scenarios. I loved it with the hags, but I loved it here when Ju-Ming came in and was like, I mean, we said it earlier, but hold on, he's not leaving our side. Like the little bit, Jackie, like, hey, this key, I think key might go to the back door.
Good thinking. Yeah, Mookie's on it with that stuff.
That was the teamwork was DreamWorks.
Yeah, really, really was. Y'all are a killer crew.
Super happy with how well we worked together in that scenario.
Yeah, you do.
So, what kind of memes we got tonight?
Yeah, Sumner, show us the memes.
All right.
Thank you for reminding me.
Bring them on.
Let me bring Discord over.
I would like to see the memes.
Show me the
That's
memes.
the most interactive part of the stream.
Yes, the
and
memes
everyone
are
loves it.
fucking great.
By the
All
way,
I see is
go ahead.
I go to the Discord, there's 40 new messages.
Oh my god!
Like, dang!
I want to go through all. Oh my god, you guys! I love these. I'm always so. Dylan, you son of a bitch! You are the biggest multitasker I've ever known.
It's ADHD. That's what it is.
That's incredible. I know it helps to focus. I totally understand. By the way, for those who are new here, if you do subscribe or you follow us, as I'm sure you noticed, you get a custom character sheet. If you go to adventurers in the Discord, it actually all of them get uploaded. So all of your subscriptions are equipment, and then your follows are your character sheet. Like earlier, it's like I think Coral Trickster followed us, and they got a Goblin Paladin. That's sick. 13 strength, con, and charisma out the window. That's a good build. It's all random, but it's fun. And a big Dag Nabbit got Tiefling Bard. That's also a good build. 15 charisma. Yeah, and tons of subs. So we got tons of items in here that are fun to look through. Anyway, memes. Broke Playotic stream ops. Oh my god, let me fix this.
Oops.
Yeah,
Stream
Freddie Bat broke the stream earlier.
Yep, with the art.
Somebody here knew about my character art and surprised me with it.
It's cute. I know. I was like, you guys are so fucking cute. I can't. She's like, she's gonna be so excited. She's gonna get so angry, mad at me.
Wait, when did you? Huh?
Because you asked her
great.
earlier if it was done yet, right?
Yeah,
And then she lied to you.
She lied to you.
She specifically exclaimed when she was drawing it. She was like, "And she's done," and I'm like,
"Yep."
Waiting. So you said it was done, right? And she's like, "Oh no, yeah." I said she was almost done. I was like, "Oh, okay." And then, behold.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, no, it's super fun. It's so cute. I like how fierce she is. She kind of has like Zootopia, dystopian Zootopia. That's what I get from her. Limping with an eye patch. It was kind of hindsight 2020. He is kind of piratey. Oh my god, Zazu.
Yeah.
Zatsu. Wow, that's actually really good art. Wow.
You know what? I am just terrible with names. Improv, I am super confident with in every regard except for names.
Honestly, I am too.
Yeah, I just take notes. I
Do you really? Look at you.
Yeah, I got Zatsu, Sutiel, and the nurse's name is Ezzy.
Aww.
See, I take notes.
I'm touched.
You're bringing people up.
I can't hold people to standards. I have a hard time meeting. I'm super bad with names too. I give you shit, but if you said Zazu,
I give myself shit.
I totally get it. Like I don't care.
How often have I brought up Reginald Milk Tim?
Quite often. Save my life, throw life away. Yeah. I mean that is accurate. That's what he does.
I mean, I read his innermost thoughts and he's like, maybe I can die, which is what I deserve. And it's like, whoa, dude, calm
That's
down.
just surface level.
Can I also say that one of my favorite parts is Sumner's acting?
Aw, thank you.
I love when I was really excited for you to be DM because I love, like I said, I love the way that you storytell and the way you play characters and stuff. It's so fun and like it fuels my role playing.
That's one thing I've learned dungeon mastering is like if you want your players to focus on role playing, because that was one of my home group. I wanted them to focus on whole role playing and more because it's something we've always struggled with. Not that it's something that we like were bad at or anything. We were very casual. But I wanted to see what it would be like. And I remember if the more I got into it, the more they got into it. And so now I just try to take it to a 10 every time, and it's always rewarding. But
Nart being Neil perfectly.
I'm sorry, I skipped ahead on the memes.
Oh, did you? I do that all the time. I have to like literally not look while I'm dungeon mastering, or I will lose it. Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, no, maybe I should look at yours.
Nart being nil perfectly. That is eerie, by the way. You are so good because you do it with Thistle all the time too.
I don't know if you remember, we had a one shot where it was the Yule Cat cometh, and I played all of your guys' characters as you were goblins.
Oh my god, corporate needs to find the difference between this picture and this picture. It's Dylan in his armor and Ash as rogue.
They're the same picture.
No more poison, right? Sumner.
Right?
I need to clip that. But yeah.
Yes, please.
Play nil. Oh, you made that yourself. You made a meme about yourself, you son of a gun.
The last three memes were about it, so I was like, all right, I'll continue the trend.
Yeah. Fine. Can't just talk the talk, must walk the walk.
Must walk the walk.
I know, I got it mixed up, whatever. Nurse with gold.
That was adorable.
That was pretty good.
Oh, thank you. I actually have it written where if any of these guys are given gold, it's a sentimental moment for them.
Oh, Leo's happy face.
Well, the golden scales was destroyed for their gold. So it's like when they see gold, they're like, this fucking thing. Like, that's their stigma. I've lost my home because of this, but I also need it.
But also it's very, very important to their culture.
Extremely, yeah. So I think gold in this dynamic is very interesting, just innately. What were you saying, Nelly? I think I interrupted you.
No. I'm just giggling here.
Oh, you're looking at the meme still? Yeah, I'm excited to see what you're laughing at. So yeah, happy face. Oh no, that's okay. Just some one-eyed snake man. I've decided that I want to die. Yeah, I mean, if you were tortured for 3 days straight, I mean, you know, about
then
50 feet. Yeah.
You went 50 feet during this. It's like, how far is the distance? 50 feet.
Oh, you've
How far
noticed.
is that distance? 50 feet.
52. I think 50 feet is a fair amount.
No, it is. It absolutely is. It's
like it's in range of most spells. It's in range of a 60-foot arrow. It's an easy, even number to remember. But you're right. I do use 50 feet a lot. Mookie's ego getting boosted. Aw, it deserves to be boosted though. I feel like
that was posted when we were specifically talking about like how her makeup is always fucking on point.
Oh yeah, we have kind of inflated you a bit. We gotta knock you down a peg.
No,
but I guess you're already down a peg. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. No, I'm sorry. That's dumb. Uncalled for and dumb. Nil putting on the bloody eye. Gross. Potato Man throwback roast Abel in chat. Someone realizing he has a shame kink. Oh boy.
Damn.
You saw right through me, Potato Wife. That's embarrassing. Thank you for everyone who rode in on the snake juice. I typically try to steer away from pop culture references, but I slipped. But yeah. The snake Red Bull vodka snake juice. What if it buffed you for this though? That'd be kind of cool. Sudliel. Come on, hit me. Oh, what did you think about that? I just wanted, Nelly, I really wanted to put you on the spot. Like, hit me.
Yeah.
I poked the bear a little bit. Did you?
Did. Well, I mean, like
I was waiting for you to do it.
No, I presume like when we got there, like it happened.
Like
you don't presume that. You got to do it.
Okay. Well, you didn't give me the chance to explain all this. We're already knocked on the door. I mean, we're yelling at people.
See, that's and it doesn't matter. I'll assume that you were being rough with them. But like, that's why I was like, when he was like, where'd you find him? They found me in your mother's ass. I thought you were gonna punch him. Like, nope. Yeah.
Okay.
But
I thought about like Jackie like trying to like elbow him like in her brain it would have been like, hey, shut up, but to make it look like hey, shut up, peasant kind of thing.
Yeah, totally. Because like y'all are doing such a good job, because I thought y'all would be a lot more violent about this, but you guys are being very strategic and very like, I don't know, you want to pick your fights. Yeah, and I really
also you're like, here's a heavily fortified fort. Do you want to charge in with 3 people and a limp snake man?
Yeah.
No, the answer is no. I don't want to do that.
3.5 like versus like at least 10.
Yeah, man. When the wife finally starts making memes with him.
Uncut Jams. Have y'all heard her say Uncut Gems?
No.
Uncut Gems? Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
Dude, literally just Google Uncut Gems audio. Or like, what's her name? Dude, it's just the way she says it. And it became like a TikTok trend. Or say Uncut Gems
I'm
TikTok.
on any social media, so.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, May is super into TikTok, so we get to hear all about the latest TikTok trends. I love it. Jackie desperately trying to not crush the guards that hit City. Oh yes. I never. It's such a tightrope walk. Like wondering, like how far to push you guys, and how fucked up can things get before you guys intervene. So like I want to like push the edge just a little bit.
Sumner, do you remember when we did Curse of Strahd and you guys met Bluto on the lake?
Yeah.
Remember how the whole plot was that he was trying to drown this little girl for a sacrifice to a lake god or whatever.
We mutilated him.
And you like dragged him back. You were bringing him back, and I was like, all right, he's going to be racist. All right, he's going to be sexist. All right, he's going to be sexist and racist at the same time. And then you guys fucking beheaded him. I was like, yes, cowboy justice.
So you were pushing
go.
us. You were like, hit me. You were being Sutliao. What were you saying, Mookie?
Yeah.
I was gonna say with the thing, and obviously when Alan gets back, like he's probably gonna push Jackie in some of his story. But if you want to do it, like go for it. But the thing with her oath is,
oh, that's my notes. You know that.
The thing with her oath and her being paladin versus barbarian is right now she's still currently mostly barbarian. She's only level 3 paladin. And it's supposed to be every time she levels up, she gains a level of paladin, but also takes a level from barbarian and puts it into paladin.
Okay.
And she is supposed to not let. Originally as barbarian, she took Path of the Beast.
Yeah.
Because of the transformation thing, so she is not supposed to let that rage take control of her.
Oh, okay.
And so if it does, it ruins her oath.
It's kind of like your faith IV.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Your Xanax. That's funny. I loved this meme. This was really funny. You know, Jackie is quite the poet, and Mookie's like, I love doing that though. Like when Sephiroth even joked, like, I endorse 2 things. You want to tell us what those things are?
Yeah, because like I said, I'm a new person to D&D, so I don't know how these scrolls are supposed to work. I'm not sure if I'm just supposed to like poof work or. So I'm like, what am I doing? Hey, Dylan.
And I'm really bad about I can be a bad rules lawyer, and I know that. I try to curtail it because at the end of the day, the number 1 rule is that the DM makes the rules.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like I just know the answer to things. I was like, wait, how do spell scrolls work? It's like, oh, it's this way. I'm like, no, fucking let the DM say how they work. Don't tell him how it works.
That though. I do appreciate that because sometimes it's not. Sometimes I do know, and I usually prompt you when I need help. And I think I'm like, hey, is it like this, Dylan? Like, because I know you know.
Are you telling me you don't use limericks to activate DMs? I mean, activate scrolls? Because I didn't know it either.
Oh yeah, you have to recite a limerick every time.
Exactly.
Specifically a limerick, and it has to be a different one.
Yeah, and it has to rhyme, and you can't. It has to be original. It's a high bar for spells here, but I love this meme format because I think Cold Spark has sent me this a couple times. This format, so it always reminds me of him. It's a Ferris cast suggestion. I like your funny words because he's kind of like a dick.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Mm-hmm. I love playing charmed people. I always kind of think of like Harry Potter when he's on the luck potion, like kind of similar vibe.
I mean, I was kind of pushing that. I was like, I like being like strategic with my word choices and like, what can I get away with? But it's like, no, Sumner's playing this suggestion like I just am very, very convincing. No, we bought all the snakes, right? Yeah. Yeah, you did.
You did. Yeah, because I forgot. Oh, yeah, I'm suggested. If she tells me something, I have to believe it. Yep. It's a little bit of a broken spell, but it's fun.
Well.
Reason with the guards, Juming. Mother, there's no reasoning with Nazis. Yeah, I mean, she's like, I'm not, like, the result's going to be the same. Before, after suggestion. Lets the snakes out. Use the rope. The guards are like, I did like that. The guards are like telling y'all we're gonna lose this fight if we let them out.
They gotta follow orders.
I'm well versed in bird law.
I'm well versed in bird law.
Aww. So cute. Seeing all the pits. Yeah. I mean, Mookie instantly pieced that together too. That was like visibly, I know Dylan did too, but it's just like oh shit, everything that we've done has been seen. But it's an eyeball. Not an ear. So we shall pick up next week, but I wanted to, let me see. I think that's really it. I just wanted to hang out with you guys. I like talking about D&D.
Yeah, same.
It's my favorite game.
Yeah. I talk about D&D with Mick every week. If you haven't already followed our podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, we're there.
Wait,
Playotic
what?
Podcast.
How do I find that? If I wanted to start listening to that right now,
Spotify.
like this second.
Playotic
So if I just go to Spotify, it'll be there. I'll find it.
Fine, I'll get a link, you big nerd.
You don't have to give me a link. What's it called?
Playotic Podcast. I think it's called Playotic Podcast, yeah.
I think it's called Playotic Pod.
Which is super easy to remember. Playotic Pod.
Man, that's so easy to remember. I could just search that in Apple, podcasts or Spotify or whatever it is. I can easily find that.
Yeah, I was talking to Mick about Dungeons and Dragons, like how we DM the other day, and we kind of narrowed down that I have no in between. I'm either like super edgy, like edgelord, or I'm like Dr. Seuss. Like there's no in between. And sometimes they'll intermix where like it's a group, it's a grim scene, but all of a sudden the nurse is going nuts looking for her fucking notes.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so I really enjoy DM, you guys. Y'all are really fun. I like groups of 3 and 4 a lot, and you guys are really smart and like good role players. So that's my thank you for being good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're being awesome DM.
What's our raid phrase? I'm gonna find someone to raid.
What is our raid phrase?
Can we fit a whole limerick?
A whole limerick? I mean, I could do the only limerick I have memorized is the swords in a bucket one, where there once was a man from Nantucket who kept all of his swords in a bucket. He spun really fast and said with a laugh, "When I let go, you best duck it."
You best duck it.
How about just you best duck it?
You best duck it.
I was actually scrolling through the memes because I was like, there's got to be a quote in one of the memes that was made.
You want to see my notes? This is what it looks like. I date them all. This is today's notes, for instance. I always highlight dialogue that I have pre-written, and like you can't see any of this. I think it's too small to read. Yay. Anyway.
Oh, wait. What if the phrase was, "Are you a mama's boy?"
Are you a mama's boy? I like that. That's really funny.
Good. I was like, I'm gonna like have Sepharis be a little seductive here. See if that helps out with this. And he was already charmed, didn't really do much, and I'm a little glad, but I also was trying to push myself as a role play.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So, but I'm glad a meme was made of it. Are you a mama's boy?
All right. Let me test to make sure it's not follower only chat, because I've done that a couple times now. All right, cool.
All right. Awesome.
We're gonna raid a channel called -1 Charisma.
-1 Charisma. Okay.
Yeah, it's a cute name, and they have a really good layout too. Everyone's got good cams and stuff, quality stuff. All right.
I heard hands. Everyone has good hands.
Maybe they're out of frame, but maybe.
I heard cans. Like,
they have nice cans. That sounds like something I would say.
I hate that. I know I'm probably missing next week, but I don't know. Let's see how.
Oh yeah.
I know.
We'll find out. You did take the 25 gold, so that is in your pocket, not anyone else's.
That's true, and I'll make sure she grabs gold.
What happens next? No. I can do like. I mean, we'll see like how well mobile does or whatever if we have to.
We'll put you on like Discord, like you'll be breaking up, but you'll be like, oh, wait, so where are we?
Your kids in the background.
I can watch the stream. I'll just have like the 20-second lag,
Yeah. If you say stuff in chat saying, Juming does this, I have to.
Oh,
Because that's your
cool. No,
character, and you're not there. So, so
Well, we'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out, guys. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking around. We'll be back tomorrow because we stream on Monday, Tuesday now with a new group.
Yeah, tomorrow is Liches and Lasers, which is a lot of fun if you like 80s and Vaporwave and Undead. Liches and Lasers.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone. Say hello to -1 Charisma. Love you. Good night. Sweet dreams. Take your waitresses. Bye-bye.
Have a beautiful time.